Oh. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Best of the Best Movie, the podcast where we figure out once and for all which movie is the best movie of all time. I'm Brett. I'm joined by Dustin and Dylan. Dustin, Dylan, how you guys doing?
Why do you always say Dustin first?
I like him more.
No.
To be fair, he's on the left and you're on the right.
I'm on the left.
I want to remind you real quick, like for when you're editing this later, that your name is up.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
Do you want?
I'm just making sure this is a first name channel. So I just want to make sure.
I'm sure my page. I'm sure the 12 people who watch these videos all ignore my name on the screen. They respect that we're a first name podcast. Dustin and Dylan, how you guys doing? Dylan and Dustin sounds weird, by the way. Dustin Dylan sounds better, doesn't it?
Dustin Dylan kind of rolls a little bit because
Change it.
Dustin Dylan.
Change it.
Dustin requires too much effort to say other than more than Dylan.
Dustin.
Have you guys seen any?
Dustin.
Have you guys seen a movie recently?
Yeah. What was it?
The Devil All the Time.
Yeah, we saw The Devil All the Time on Netflix.
The Tom Hardy movie? No, not Tom Hardy.
Holland.
Spider-Man. Yeah, Tom Hardy plays a teenage boy.
And starring a possible best movie of all time star, Robert Pattinson.
What's the best?
Possible Twilight might win.
Oh, I thought you were just saying Remember Me is your favorite movie of all time.
No.
He loves
Twilight.
water. He loves water for elephants.
I like milk for elephants.
Did you guys like it? We are on a movie review podcast.
I liked it more than he did. I think it's a very beautiful looking movie. Very interesting story. A lot of people also had who's the guy who plays Winter Soldier?
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan's also in it, so it's really funny watching him, like, spoiler alert, try to kill Spider-Man. Very funny. But
he laughed the whole time. It was very funny.
I also saw New Mutants.
Oh, it's better than the old one.
Old Mutants.
I wish I would have saw the original Mutants, the old Mutants.
Did you like that movie's like notoriously bad, isn't it?
I think it's notoriously okay. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is, but it's definitely okay. I would not pay to see it if I were someone else.
So what'd you do?
I have A-list, so like I paid $20 and I could see whatever movie.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were streaming it and you were Pirate Baying it. You were on Pirate Bay.
Pirating.
I thought you were about to say I have AIDS. When you said A-list.
Yeah, I just go into.
I have A-list.
I go into the theater and I go, I have AIDS, and they go right in, sir.
When you get AIDS, you get free movies. That's the only perk.
I wish.
Well, I thought you just said free boobies.
You guys need to get the wax out of your ears.
Wax out of my beers.
Not that you asked, but I haven't seen any movies.
I'm sorry, you haven't seen any movies?
I haven't seen any movies recently, but my life has been engulfed in Lost. And I don't know why. I didn't do this on purpose, but I am intaking so much Lost. I am watching
Back in?
I am watching the chronological edit of Lost due to Ken Edwards' podcast Pushing the Button. So I'm watching that. I'm about technically I'm where season 1 is. Also, I watched a 2-hour review on the last episode of Lost. So this guy was talking about the last episode for 2 hours, and he loved it. So he just loves Lost. So he was very happy about it. And I was like, I want to see the other side, because a lot of people don't like the ending to Lost. So now I'm watching what I thought was a short review, because he's kind of doing a review of the different seasons of Lost. And the first season was 15 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, this is fine. And I kept watching. They kept getting longer and longer each season, because I'm watching a review where the guy hated the ending. In season 5, his review was 2.5 hours long. And I watched that. And then he did a review of season 6, which is another 2.5 hours long. And I'm watching that right now. And he has an episode, a review of the last episode by itself, and that's 3 hours long.
Oh my god.
What?
What can you talk about?
Dude, I mean, I don't want to spoil.
Now look at this, Frank.
Dude, the guy.
How's the next one?
This review who hates Lost is doing his research. It's crazy. This review's from 5 years ago, so it's not new. But boy, he has found every single interview the 2 executives made. He basically hates the producers. He hates Damon Lindelof and Carlton Cuse because of how much
people.
Basically, because of how much they lie, and because they always have said, we know how the show's going to end. We know how Lost is going to end, and we're building towards it. And the whole series basically says, no, you did not know where you were going. And this review is basically pointing out all the mysteries they set up that were complete failures. It's like, why did you set this up and not pay it off? Why did you set this up and not pay it off? Why does this character do this? And he's just like going through it, and I love it. It's like how you like watching people roast stuff you love. Like, yeah. I like this guy poking holes in Lost. I like Lost, and this guy being like, how did this person not recognize this person when she helped this person and this person? And like, I like all that stuff. And he did his research. It's great. It's long, but it's great.
You went from Survivor to Lost. You're staying on that island, boy.
Yeah.
You're a real island man.
We're going back to the island.
We seriously watch a lot. I showed Katie Lost, and then I'm watching Survivor. I watched Survivor because she likes it. Now I'm back to Lost. And I'm also watching Doom Patrol at the same time. So,
how you liking Doom Patrol?
I think it's okay.
You should watch the Netflix show The Island if you're in the
I watched the first episode. And I was like, I need to watch more, but I'm too engulfed in Lost, and I feel like Island would be better in like a group situation.
Yeah, it's so shitty.
Watching it alone is a little like, this is sad.
What's another island show you could watch?
Watch the movie The Island.
Yeah,
that's true.
Gulligan's Island, right?
Yeah, you can do Gulligan's Island.
Castaway.
It's a good one.
That's it.
50 First Dates.
No.
What? It's on an island.
Hawaii.
I could watch the
That's
wrong.
That's a country.
I could watch the wrong.
Then you'd have to watch Hawaii 5-0.
Well, then you'd have to watch every Japanese movie.
That's true. Or show.
Oh, okay.
Every Madagascar film.
Did you watch?
Yeah, you can watch Madagascar.
Did you guys watch The Island?
I watched the first episode. I said, "Fuck this."
Okay, see, I think we should watch it as a group because I think it'd be interesting.
And I watched a video just explaining what happens because I was like, I'm not sitting through multiple episodes.
If you want to come over and watch it with us, I'll gladly do it. It was so fucking painful.
The first I only watched the first episode and I was like, this is stupid. Yeah. But guys, go watch Lost. I would plug this angry review of Lost, but I don't remember it. It's like Relitic7. I forget what his name is, but it's a very good and very in-depth review that's anti-Lost. It's mainly anti the ending, but he has to talk about like all the setup in the earlier seasons because he liked the earlier seasons, but since the first season
he's an anti-Loster.
Anti-Ender, I guess. Lost Ender. I don't know.
What's your favorite location in Lost?
My
hatch, the coast, the airplane.
Do you want my answer or you want to keep guessing?
I want your answer.
Because it sounds you asked me a question and you kept answering it for me.
The smoke.
No. Probably Dharma, the Dharma neighborhood. I like that a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know there was a neighborhood on that island.
If you can call it that. I don't want to spoil it.
Can you believe there's a polar bear and suburbs on this island?
You're not too far off.
These dang losters are coming in and encroaching on our suburbs.
Can I say this is technically a spoiler for season 3 of Lost. But the season premiere of season 3 of Lost is so good because it starts with a woman that we haven't met yet. This blonde, she becomes Juliet. Well, she is Juliet, but we don't know that yet. And she's at a book.
Season 1?
No, season 3.
Oh, okay.
The opening to season 1 would not be a spoiler.
Okay.
The opening to season 3, it's a girl at a book club, and it's like in a very nice house, and they're just like talking about a book. I forget which book, but they're talking about one. And then, there's like a rumble in the ground, and they go outside, and then you see the plane crash from season 1, and you realize they're on the island. Yeah, there is a fucking neighborhood on that island.
That's
Dylan.
crazy.
I'm not messing with you.
Was there something? Were they reading something like extremely on the nose, like Lord of the Flies?
I forget what it was. It wasn't Lord of the Flies though. I think Sawyer reads that at some point because they just have a bunch of books and tarps on the island. I don't get it, but I've talked about Lost for 10 minutes.
And there's a McDonald's. You live there, it's fine. You can survive.
There is a
front of the plane or back of the plane.
Oh, I mean the tail end. I didn't like that episode really, and Ana Lucia's on the tail end, and she's meanie. She's meanie. That's Michelle Rodriguez. She's meanie.
Yeah. Oh wow.
She's a big old meanie. She got a DUI, and a lot of people think that's why her character got killed off.
Oh.
Why did they let her into Fast and the Furious then?
Let's put her in a franchise where all she does is drive.
I don't know, because they're not like a network show. I don't know. So I said, do you want to get into the movies?
Yeah, or we can just keep talking about Lost.
Oh, okay. So in season,
because I don't know much more I have to say about these two films. But let's get into it.
The season 2 premiere is great, by the way, of Lost. Go watch the
season 1. I still stand behind it. That season 1 or the series premiere, the first episode is like one of the best things on television ever. It's so good.
I hated it.
You hated it.
Yeah,
I saw the first episode of Lost and I was like, "Fuck this show."
What didn't you like about it?
I really can't stand when a show is like so fucking hard dropping they just the whole episode. It felt like every 2 or 3 minutes they're hanging a gun up on the shelf. It's like, oh, this is gonna come back, and I'm like, quit telling me this is gonna come back. Just like let me watch this and like be not mystified. Every time a character like walks out of the room and there's just one character left, they go like they're about to do something mysterious, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? There
is a part in the premiere, I think it's the premiere, it might be the second episode, I forget, where like John Locke like helps someone out, or like I forget what happens, and then he's just sitting on the beach after he helped him out, and the camera just like slowly like dollies around him, and he looks so evil, and I'm like, whoa, he just helped someone out, but now it's like, what did I help him out for? And he's not that bad of a guy. So, but you would hate Lost because that's all it is. Because what the writers say it is, they keep saying like, we're going to set up a mystery, or we're going to pay off a mystery at the same time as setting up a new one. It's supposed to be like kind of like, we'll give you this, but we're going to add that. But what it really was just adding mystery upon a mystery upon mysteries. Yeah. And I don't know.
So where do you think you went? Are you on do you like The Leftovers more or Lost more?
Oh, Leftovers, definitely.
Oh, okay.
But there's no chronological edit of Leftovers. It's really just taking. It would just be taking that one episode and putting it in the front.
It wouldn't be much of a change, but you can do it. What about Watchmen?
I haven't seen Watchmen.
I saw the first 2 episodes. I was like, pass.
You know what?
I guess I just won a bunch of Emmys though.
Dylan, you know what bummed me out?
What?
I made Katie watch Bloodline, and I also made her watch Leftovers forever ago. And we're watching Bloodline. She's not super loving it. She's thinking it's okay. During season 3, I would have to admit, both of us were checking our watches like, when's this thing?
Yeah, season 3 is where it falls off, but the first 2 seasons are so good.
But I asked her, I was like, so which show do you like more, Bloodline or Leftovers? And she was like, oh, Bloodline. Like, it was really quick, Bloodline. I'm like, oh, so you like Bloodline? She was like, not really. I was like, oh.
So she didn't like either of them.
I remember when you guys watched Leftovers. That's so sad.
Yeah. Leftovers.
My girlfriend's Leftovers.
Leftovers really harps into the mystery. They don't like. They never set into solving.
It's in the theme song.
Where'd it go? We don't know.
Let the mystery be.
The second. I wish that was a theme song for Lost, because then people wouldn't be so mad that they did.
There is a theme song. It's wee. You can play lyrics to that.
We're lost.
Everyone
knows it.
I know we're almost done talking about Lost, but back in the day when I was watching Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, they did great parodies of stuff. I don't know if they still do because I kind of stopped watching, but they did a parody of Lost called Late, where he was on an elevator going up to his studio, and the elevator crashed on an abandoned floor. And it was a spot-on parody. It was so good. They were setting up, I think you would love that parody. They were setting up mysteries like there's a random fish in a bowl and the camera just zoomed on it slowly as if this fish in a bowl meant stuff.
I think I remember that.
It was a great parody of Lost. Then they also did a parody of Glee, and that was pretty fun. Yeah.
I remember that.
So go watch Late Night with Jimmy Fallon.
Go rewatch them.
That's the show to binge. Do you want to talk about movies?
Yeah, let's talk about the movies.
Okay, so we're talking about 2 movies. One movie beat...
No, 2 movies.
I know, but one of them beat Menace to Society. The other movie beat Black Panther. So we do not like black people. Menace to Society and Black Panther lost. And the movies that won are the 2 whitest movies of all time.
And they're pretty good.
So we're
hey, we got Cuba Gooding Jennings.
There's 2 black guys, and there's a Latino man in one of them.
Hey, I think our eyes are looking good here.
Yeah, tell that to Black Panther and Menace to Society.
Versus 2 movies that have almost entirely black cast.
And also, the winner of this goes against Twilight.
Uh-oh.
So
interesting.
I think our final 8 is going to be the whitest movies ever, but we'll wait. So today we're talking about Napoleon Dynamite versus A Few Good Men. Wooga.
What do you want to talk about first?
I will say
I double featured these last night.
I will say
I
put a poll up on Patreon and I asked them their opinion. Do you want to hear the poll now or later?
Yeah, let's hear the poll now.
Okay, so the Patreon poll wasn't super exciting. It was only 4 people voted, which I'm not too mad about that.
That's awesome.
But it was 50-50. No help there.
Wow.
2 votes
That's
Napoleon.
funny.
2 votes Napoleon. 2 votes A Few Good Men. But I also took to Twitter and made a Twitter poll where 30 people voted. So which movie do you think won over Twitter?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite with 82%.
Whoa.
I know the people who follow you on Twitter
Are a bunch of idiots.
they probably haven't seen A Few Good Men.
Well, they shouldn't be answering the poll if they haven't seen both movies.
I know, it's cheating.
It's cheating.
Yeah, that's wrong.
It's like voting for president if you haven't watched both president movies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
What do you want to talk about first?
I mean, here's what I can say. Here's what I'm going to say.
All right, we're talking about Napoleon Dynamite first. What were we going to say, though? Decision's been made, but what were you going to say?
So your decision has been made already.
Yeah.
And I feel like my decision has been made already, hands down. I'm curious to see if we're on the same level or not.
Okay.
I think we're all on the same
Are we on?
here.
I can't tell if we're all on the same level. Because here's the deal.
Uh-huh.
I had a hard time rewatching A Few Good Men.
No.
What?
It was pretty boring on the rewatch. It was.
Dude, I thought Napoleon Dynamite was kind of boring.
I was having a blast with Napoleon Dynamite. I was having a blast.
I mean, it's short and quick, but I was like, man, there's like no plot to this movie. It's hard for me to like want to pay attention.
No, there's no plot at all. But it just feels like a bunch. I said it last time. It feels like like if this was like a YouTube series where it's split up into like 10-minute chunks or something like that. This just feels like a collaboration of all those chunks meshed together. Because it's like, oh, this is one where he goes to the dance. This is one where he runs for president.
But there's like no stakes to it. I mean, it's a fine movie. It's funny. My opinion hasn't really varied much.
I honestly think there's only like one thing I don't like about Napoleon Dynamite, and that's what happens with
The
Kip.
non-white character.
Yeah, that's what happens with Kip. I don't like the joke that he starts dressing like he dresses. I don't know how do you say that? Like a rapper, I guess.
Oh, Pip. Kip.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that he starts dressing like that out of nowhere.
There's a lot of continuity and editing mistakes in this movie. Having rewatched it a second time, there's like over a dozen.
Like what?
Like major ones. First one that comes to mind when wait, what?
The Watch.
Oh, The Watch. Yeah, we found it on The Watch. It says they're in school, but on The Watch it says it's in the middle of July. And then when he looks at the watch when he's running to the house, before he starts running to the house, it's 7:17. And then when he's like running down the road, he checks it again. The date is 7/21.
So you guys were bored.
Listen, we were watching this time. I was looking for things to talk about. I was like, I don't know what to fucking talk about this movie.
What are you talking about in A Few Good Men? It just felt like I was watching an episode of like Law and Order again.
But it's a really good episode of Law.
Okay, but it's a show I don't care about.
But you liked it so much the first time.
I did like it, but it's these aren't the type of movies I like rewatching, like a courtroom drama.
Yeah, these aren't like movies I'd rewatch all the time. Neither of them are. But due to the nature of this podcast, we have to rewatch many movies many times.
Yeah, many more times than we would like to watch them.
And some of them are 10 hours long. But
guys, if you
at least Napoleon Dynamite's quick.
Guys, if you vote A Few Good Men on, I'm gonna jump out a window because this rewatch was so boring. This was boring. It was boring.
And I don't know. And I find Napoleon Dynamite to be less of a likable character the more I watch.
He sucks, dude.
Yeah, he's awful.
The first time I saw it, he sucks.
He's the villain.
He's a compulsive liar, which is so annoying.
He's that kid in school that like makes shit up all the time.
But at the same time, he's bullied. So what's he gonna do?
He probably deserves to be bullied.
I'm not sure about that.
This whole town sucks. Everybody in this fucking town sucks. They all suck.
Yeah, I can't really think of much
except for Deb and Pedro. They're the only two that don't.
I was going to say you don't like
suck.
Pedro. You don't like Pedro.
Those are the only two that don't actively fucking suck.
Apparently, as early as like 2 weeks ago, they were talking. There's news that there might be a movie sequel. Last year there was a comic book sequel.
It's not that early. You said as early as 2 weeks ago. It's very late. Napoleon Dynamite came out so long.
The news was
as recently.
You said early though.
He meant recently.
But early would mean like right after Napoleon. That's just
I mean, in the
if you're gonna talk like that and you want me to vote on A Few Good Men, I don't know.
Hold your horses. We haven't got to Few Good Men.
Well, here's the thing. We don't need your fucking.
Hold on. Let me bring.
You can't handle the vote.
Let me bring in a special guest. I'm bringing in two people, Brody and Katie.
Oh, I thought you really were.
No, I don't have that ability. I'm not the host. Balls is the host.
Oh yeah.
Give it up for Ball.
But for
rewatching Napoleon Dynamite, I couldn't think of anything like new.
What do you have new to say about A Few Good Men?
We haven't gotten there yet.
I don't have much new to say about either one of these movies. I'll tell you, Napoleon Dynamite, man, I don't know what it is, but that her mom goes to college.
It's so funny.
It gets me so fucking hard every time.
I think that
we were watching it this time and we were like, wait, what was he saying it to diss him or her? Or was he like stating like a fact?
No, it's just a funny got ya. Like,
but then like it cuts to his face and he's just so
proud of
pleased with himself.
I mean, and Uncle Rico throwing the steak at his face is just so funny.
I also like when he says, Napoleon, you can leave. Like that line really
makes me laugh so hard. It makes me laugh so hard every time.
So,
well, dang it, Napoleon, make yourself a quesadilla.
So how hard were you laughing through A Few Good Men?
Listen, I was laughing the whole time.
What?
Yeah, when they gag the dude and they kill him, I was like, ha ha ha. That's the thing is Napoleon Dynamite. What I was doing is I was on my phone until it got to the point that I knew was funny. I was like, okay, something funny is about to happen. Let me look up.
You closed your flip phone and then
yeah, and then I'm like, ha ha ha. Oh, he kicks the tater tots. Let me pick my phone back up.
The tater tots thing made us laugh.
Why? I hate that bully. He makes me sad.
It's just so funny. It's just such a funny, childish thing to do. Be like, give me some of your tots. It's like, okay, you won't share it with me? I'm fucking crushing your tots.
We kept roasting the main dude.
Yeah, the main bully is so fucking funny. He's just constantly like,
I hate him.
Yeah, he sucks. But I don't know.
I like the way this movie is shot. I like I like the zooms. I like the music a lot. Though the
music's cool.
Though the opening titles tend to gross me out more and more each time I watch it. The food in that opening looks so gross. Like the nachos with the cheese, how fake it all looks is very disgusting.
This whole movie looks gross. Anytime food is introduced, it's fucking disgusting. Yeah. Especially when they're at the chicken farm. Can't think of a more gross food in a movie ever.
I also love how everyone in this movie looks fucking dumb and ugly. Everyone but like Deb doesn't look bad when her hair is short, and then Pedro doesn't look too bad either at the beginning with his hair. But man, everyone's just like, Napoleon looks fucking stupid. The bullies look fucking stupid. They're good. Like, I even think Summer looks fucking stupid. I think they all look dumb. They all look like kids, and I love that.
You know,
Yeah, the Rex Von Doe scene is always really funny.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
you know what else?
You think I feel like lesser man when I go home to Starlet over there?
He should have been in the movie. 'Cause I don't really like the subplot. I don't like Uncle Rico turning heel out of nowhere. Like, I get it, they have like a sort of like rivalry, or they like just kind of. But I don't like how he gets like real life creepy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wish he stayed like comically dumb, or like a comic rivalry.
I don't know why he got into the whole bust must stuff. That was weird, and it never seemed to be working for him. So I don't know why he went so hard on that. Like the ceramics seemed to work so well. Like, he was getting sales, and then he switched over to bust must, and everyone was hating him. I'm like, why are you sticking with this business plan?
He might have ran out. Who knows?
Yeah, but also a good thing about this movie, Uncle Rico is Ben's dad and Lost. So that's another
really?
point. Yeah, he's not a main character, but he's a side character on Lost. Can't say anything about that for A Few Good Men, just saying that.
Dylan, did you happen to find out a connection between these two movies?
Like, I feel like I haven't done it in a couple weeks, but
You just didn't do it last week. That was all.
no, I didn't.
Well,
I forgot.
Uncle Rico's
Somehow I imagine Laura. It's got to be Tom Cruise. That's got to be the connection.
I was about to say,
Or Jack Nicholson.
Well, I mean, what's his
Or
name?
Kevin Bacon, who's literally what it's based off.
Who's the main? What's the name of it? John Heater.
Yeah.
John Heater was in School for Scoundrels with
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton, who was in. He was in something with
Bling Blade.
He was in Sling Blade with Lucas Black, who was in Tokyo Drift. I am searching. I'm hunting. Help me out.
It's hard. I'll remind me to do it next week. I'll do a retroactive.
He'll get it next week. A Few Good Men. This is just a really fucking good movie, dude.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think the dialogue in this movie is so fucking good. I think Tom Cruise is great. I think everyone in this movie is so good.
Yeah, this is a really good movie. It's kind of like Pulp Fiction, where it's like the dialogue is just very much draws you in, but it's drifting off into space.
Yeah, I'm going to... The director of Napoleon Dynamite directed Nacho Libre, which stars Jack Black, and I'm like, Jack Black must connect to someone in A Few Good Men. I'm just not connecting it.
In a movie with Kevin Bacon. Oh, Tropic Thunder.
Wait, is Kevin Bacon in it? What are you talking about?
No, Tom Cruise.
There we go.
I forget the director's name. It's Johnson.
Jared Hess.
Yeah, Jared
Is
Hess.
it Jared Hess?
Who also did what's that? His most recent one? Something Broncos.
That's not most recent, is it? Gentlemen Broncos?
I think
He directed something else.
Came out when I was
Every
in
movie
college.
he's made has been kind of a flop, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're all really fucking weird, but I don't know. They're
Yeah.
I was saying like the dialogue and like the writing of this movie is so good. It's kind of like Pulp Fiction, where it's like it's just like you can watch and listen, or you can listen to the movie without just like watching it and be like, this is a pretty good story.
Yeah, Darren Sorkin's my favorite writer.
We're big Social Network boys in this house. Not so much Steve Jobs boys,
But
I don't know. A Few Good Men. It just felt like I was watching an episode of Law and Order. I like the opening with him like getting into the case and him yelling at the guy like, "Hey, I'm on your team," and all that stuff. But I don't know. It's pretty boring. I like when Jack Nicholson, when they're at that dinner table. I like when you can see him turn evil when he can go, oh, I might get in trouble for this stuff, and he starts getting mad at them. I liked when he turned evil so fast. I thought that was good. But
yeah,
it really shows that, and like he's so good in this movie. There's tons of like little cameos. Like Kevin Bacon's barely in this movie.
So is Jack Nicholson. He's barely.
Christopher Guest.
What?
Christopher Guest.
Christopher Guest is barely in
who
it.
is he?
He's the surgeon or something. He's like the doctor that calls
He's
it.
the doctor who fucked up.
He talks about the poison or something.
What's his name? Donald Sutherland.
Kiefer
Sutherland. Yeah, he's barely in it. I think it's just like a I think this is a really well-made movie.
I want to see the play if they still do it.
I also did research after seeing it last time on the guy that it's based on, because he supposedly lives in our area
of Texas.
I looked it up.
Texas.
Yeah, in Texas, and I looked it up, and it's like a little based on him. He's one of like 3 people that it's based on, but he claims like specifically the story of I think. It wasn't about a code red or something. It was just about a superior officer, like giving false orders or something like that. And like the part that he claims was the firing over the Cuban line was real. That was a case he actually held.
Oh, very cool. I'm glad to have a lawyer like him in our great state of Texas.
A great state of the Lone Star State. I hope we get separated from America again.
Oh my God! Did you have Whataburger yesterday? Because I did.
Oh yeah, I did have Whataburger yesterday.
I had Whataburger once, and the bread was very stale. So anyone listening in Texas, tell Whataburger.
We live in Texas.
Anyone else living in Texas?
Somebody with a fucking connection.
Yeah. Tell them to fix their bread.
Dude, the food trucks here are awesome.
Dude,
Gotta go out more.
And I love how we walk into Robert Rodriguez every now and then.
Yeah, we walk right into him.
Yeah, we shoulder slam him.
In his kid Rebel
I said, make
and
fucking
Rocket.
good movies again, loser.
Did I ever tell you someone did that to me in New York? Someone shoulder slammed me. This big dude. He was like 6'5", and he had to weigh like 250, and he fucking hits me with his shoulder so hard. I almost did a flip. And like I'm just walking down the street.
I'm walking in.
Yeah, I'm just walking in.
Why did he do that to you?
I think it was because I was hanging out with my cousin who was like, she's super hot, and I think he just saw me with this hot girl, and he was just like, "Yeah, fucking loser." Boom! He decided to check me. He was also probably drunk as shit.
How do you add your cousin to the call?
She's in the military, so let me see. She's gonna have a few good menu.
I'm like really trying to add her to the call. I don't know why it's not working.
Look up Dustin's hot cousin.
Dustin'sHotCousin.com. John Locke also lives in our area.
Texas.
In Texas.
That's another. There we go. Back to Lost. I'm just gonna vote a few good men.
No.
But my girlfriend is a huge fan of Lost, and when we were at a coffee shop here in Texas, he walked in, and I had to point it out to her. And she was kind of nervous and didn't want to say anything. But I said, next time you see him, because you will see him about once a year. I see him about once a year.
Yeah, he's like he's like Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah, kind of.
He pops.
Yeah, or like Sasquatch.
It's like Woody Allen in New York.
Yeah.
Except he hasn't done bad stuff. We're not gonna.
Yeah, no, he's not the Woody Allen of Texas. I'm just saying, like you run into Woody Allen a lot in New York.
I told her to start bringing an orange with her everywhere she goes, so then she can get a picture of him with an orange in her mouth. They can be wearing the orange peels.
He only does that in the first episode.
So what?
Okay.
Yeah, people don't realize that.
Texas is small.
Texas is small.
Isn't it one of the smallest states?
It's one. Yeah.
Yeah. We're known for being small here. Everything's smaller in Texas. If people don't, it's really hard for some people to recognize celebrities when they see them in person. I would see that all the time. Where like when Hugh Jackman came to my theater one time when I was in New York, people like literally didn't know. People literally didn't know who he was for a second.
I know. You know, it's funny because whenever I'm walking around Texas, almost no one recognizes me, and I'm like, isn't that funny?
Small community.
Isn't that funny how you don't know celebrities? Because I mean, Bounce and Mountain. I mean, Every time
I see a celebrity in the wild, I get this weird thing that triggers in my brain where I'm like, I know that person. And like, because technically you kind of do, but I'll see someone, especially like a younger celebrity, like, did I go to school with that person? I felt like I've spent many hours with that person.
It's my friend.
Yeah, my friend.
You're my friend.
And I realized, wait, that's a celebrity I've only seen on my TV for years.
This is a disgusting parasocial relationship.
Yeah.
You're my friend, Fenn Wolfhard, right? We went to school.
Come to my basement.
Come hang out with me, Finn Wolfhard.
You know what's funny about walking around Texas? We're always running into Rocket Rodriguez, which is Robert Rodriguez's son.
Rocket Raccoon Rodriguez.
That's his son, Rocket Rodriguez.
Yeah.
But we also run into the Rooster Teeth crew. It's just us always bumping into them. Achievement Hunter, and other Rooster Teeth
We could
stuff.
technically always invite Robert Rodriguez over.
He's always busy. He's always busy.
Dylan, technically we can invite anyone over.
That's true.
We should just start doing that. We should just go on Twitter and start inviting people to hang out with us.
Hey, you know what's funny? Back in college,
Want to hang out?
I was doing that dumb series called Brett's Art Corner. I just started emailing people.
You should do a remake called Brett's Fart Corner.
Dude, but I remember specifically I emailed Ashton Kutcher's people, and they did not respond. Sorry. I emailed the band OK Go, and they emailed back. I'm pretty sure it was a canned email. It was just like, sorry, we're busy. We would love to, but we can't. I'm like, you would.
Sorry, we're stuck on treadmills. We can't get off.
We're gonna die soon.
We're in a speed situation, but with treadmills.
Yeah, the bomb will explode if they get off the treadmills. Who are you voting for? This election, not this movie.
Yeah, let's get personal.
I don't want to date us, so I'm just gonna say the guy with orange hair.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice. I just feel like his views are good.
I just agree with the things he says and does.
Let's say we vote for the person who won. We vote for the winner.
Yeah, whoever won, we voted.
Yeah, exactly.
I got him. Okay, hold on. So we got one vote. Would you vote for Napoleon Dynamite?
No,
So
don't do this again.
I put that in. Okay, so you're both voting for A Few Good Men. I'm definitely voting for Napoleon Dynamite. Napoleon Dynamite is so much easier to watch. It's
Sure, but it's not better.
I don't
better.
care. So someone replied on my Twitter poll. Here, let me pull it up, baby.
How old are they?
I think I didn't ask for their age, but a guy
What's their ASL?
He's always asking for ASL.
a guy named I shouldn't say guy, but a person named Wayne said A Few Good Men is a better movie, but I would rather watch Napoleon Dynamite. I feel like most people would agree with that. And then I said, I responded with, in my opinion, that means Napoleon Dynamite's better. If you would rather watch a movie, unless you're saying, "Oh, this is so bad it's good," but I don't think people are doing that with Napoleon Dynamite.
No. I think in all things that make a film a good film, it is a better film than Napoleon Dynamite. However, I will agree, Napoleon Dynamite is very fun to watch, not only for nostalgia purposes, but also because it's very funny and it is very interestingly made. I think this kind of sparked a lot of indie films. We have a lot of very plotless Juno-esque films to think this movie for. But yeah, there's no question about it. That movie's boring as fuck, except for the funny parts.
But I guess if I had to pick on if I'm going on what I think is the my definition of the best, being able to watch plays a big part in that. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, but I can sit down and watch A Few Good Men.
I can't.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Oh my god!
You're gonna have to watch it again, motherfucker.
I'm gonna jump
and
out.
It's going against Twilight, which it's gonna be difficult. I
think
I'm gonna jump.
I don't want to get ahead of myself.
I'm gonna jump out a window. Yeah, people are gonna look at our rankings and be like, "What the heck?"
They're gonna think we have brain damage.
Are these people blind?
You guys stall for 1 second. I gotta do some research that I didn't do.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna do a magic trick.
Okay, so let's say would we vote for? I imagine that A Few Good Men would still be better than Menace to Society. I think so.
That's tough.
I mean, if we said it's better than Napoleon Dynamite, which we said was better than Menace to Society, then therefore...
But the thing is, we're comparing two very different movies. Right. Napoleon Dynamite was better than Menace to Society because Menace to Society was it was mainly because I love Napoleon Dynamite.
Now I hate it.
Now I hate it.
So, hold on, let's go back. Menace to Society versus Napoleon Dynamite. What's your thoughts?
I still probably would have put Napoleon Dynamite. I don't know. That was one of those tough ones where it's like I felt no strong way one way or another about either movie. I think we might mention it. We chose Napoleon Dynamite because it's happier. It's an easier movie.
It was an easier watch. It was a better watch.
And we had strong concerns about the characters and.
It was
society.
It was an easier watch and a better watch this time around too. You guys, someone hit you on the head.
I just like Tom Cruise.
And
I also love Law and Order and that kind of shit.
And Dylan, you mentioned your girlfriend earlier, and I gotta say, she must have been hit on the head to date someone who also thinks that A Few Good Men should be moved on. So maybe you guys need to get all three of you need to get your brains checked.
You might say that she would you just say she had brain damage?
She got hit in the head.
She got hit in the head. Her favorite movie is Rat Race, so you might want to rethink that statement.
I like Rat Race a lot too.
Also, I want to mention that you made these two people who got hit in the head your great and best men at your wedding. So I think maybe you got hit in the head.
You know what? To hang out with you, I'm pretty sure I did get hit in the head at some point.
Bank.
Should we talk about what we're watching next week?
You should.
Yes, please.
All right, so we're talking about the movie that beat Seven. Do you guys' memory?
Pulp Fiction, baby.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction is going against our last newcomer. This is the last movie to enter the challenge. So it's Pulp Fiction versus the 2012 MTV Movie Award winner, The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 1.
This is going to be a good week. I do find it funny that, I don't know if we mentioned it last time, but I do find it funny that the movies that have won, it started off as like, okay, so one of the first movies ever that won, which I assume the demographic was teenagers at the time, was like an intense courtroom drama. Flash forward like 15, 20 years, the movie that won is 4 Twilight movies like in a row.
Yeah, and now it's like Avengers movies, so it has
now it's Avengers movies.
Has switched to Avengers movies, but
So Pulp Fiction versus Breaking Dawn Part 1, you said?
The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 1. Part 2 was Part 2 was never even nominated. I
might as well watch both.
I haven't bought Part 2, so that's gonna be on you guys to buy Part 2.
I think all of the Twilights are on Tubi or something right now, or Crackle.
Have fun with that. I don't think.
I can't wait to watch all those ads and Crackle.
So yeah. By the way, I will be putting up a poll, though. I feel like I'll need to put up a poll for that one.
Hey, you never know.
hey! Now let's not be mean.
I will say
it's Pulp Fiction. Let's not be too mean to Pulp Fiction. It might get some votes.
Yeah. College kids hate Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, so I will be putting a poll in the description. I'll also be doing a separate Twitter poll just because it gets some more. And it's funnier to be like, hey, what's a better movie? Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1 or Pulp Fiction?
I would love to see the college dorm where it's like instead of your Scarface poster, your Fight Club poster, your Pulp Fiction poster, it's like all the Twilight movies. And they're like,
but it's like
dudes. It's like a film.
Isn't that your dorm room?
Huh?
Wasn't that your dorm room?
I didn't go to college.
See, I just love the cinematography and the color grading in the Twilight Saga. I think that the character development is fantastic.
You know what's so sad? In college,
Bite your lips.
In college, I
goes to college.
And that's a vote. That's a vote.
No, you can't handle the truth.
You can't quote that movie.
Yes, I can. What were we gonna say in college?
In college, I went to film school, and I was I was trying not to be a film student, but yeah, I had a Pulp Fiction poster in my dorm room and a Fight Club poster.
It comes with your books when you buy them.
When I changed apartments in college, it switched out to Funny Games and Scott Pilgrim, so that was good. That was
which version of Funny Games?
The American version.
The better version.
I mean, they're basically the same. It's a shot for shot.
One was with English speakers.
Good day, mate. It's me.
Yes.
It's me, Mr. Funny. It's me, Mr. Funny Games here. Give me.
I'll fucking box your ears.
Oh, did I dropped your eggs. Oopsie. Can I get some more? Can I get some more
That's a
eggs?
good fucking movie, dude. Funny Games.
It's obviously not that good if it didn't win an MTV Movie Award.
That's true. Foot in my mouth.
Yeah, it's not better than any of the movies that we've discussed yet.
Yeah, every other movie is goddamn trash.
Might as well be fucking Despicable Me.
Yeah, considering we have Twilight as one of the 8 best movies of all time.
And it keeps moving up the road.
And you know what? I'm scared.
How far it might go.
I'm afraid. I'm
Guys-
afraid it might come down to Twilight versus something else.
Guys, there's a chance Twilight is going to be in the final 4. I feel like there's a pretty good chance. And with you two on board, who knows if it's going to be in the final
I
2.
love it. I don't care.
Listen,
I love the scenario.
We could railroad it to the fucking finale.
No, there's no
I want to.
there's no insider
But
trick.
we won it.
We could be Russia to Twilight if we want to.
I did.
If anyone wants to debate our biases, remember that we let Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest in.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well,
You
it
guys,
had to be it.
you guys seem,
No, we let it into the second round.
you guys seem to enjoy New Moon more, but yet you let.
Yeah, but you talked us out of it.
No, listen back to that episode.
I will not, sir.
I was like, listen, you just talked for an hour about why you thought New Moon was better, and then you picked Pirates. I was so confused.
Which one's New Moon? Is that
New Moon's the
That's
second
the
one.
one with the
With
the
Italy.
Jacob. Mostly Jacob.
They go to
okay,
Italy.
So it's the weaker of the three or of the trilogy.
so
Alright.
far.
So I do want to say real quick before we end this podcast, polls and below, we only got 2 weeks left of round 2. So we got this round and then the last round. Then we're going to be in the final 8. And then this tournament's basically going to be wrapping up pretty soon. So, yeah. What a fun ride we've been on.
And on to the Spike TV Movie Awards. The second best movies of all time.
If we can find a very dude inclined movie,
We've talked about this. There's the Guy's Choice Awards. And what's great about that award is they don't always pick movies from the year it happens. Sometimes they go, let's pick a movie from the 80s. It's great.
Last Action Hero.
It's great.
That's how they should do it.
Yeah, it's like the Hall of Fame. It's like, you know what? We're gonna let the Eagles in now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, guys.
2021 Academy Awards should finally recognize Phone Booth.
Did you guys watch the Emmys?
No.
It was interesting. The opening.
Watch the opening monologue.
Yeah, the opening monologue was pretty funny.
And I got bored.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week for a recap of the Emmys. So get to watching Schitt's Creek, am I right?
Hey, you listen. We love Schitt's Creek here, and Stranger Things.
I don't think Stranger Things won anything. Watchmen won a bunch.
I know.
All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.